Dionne Warwick was born into a world where music was not just an art form, but a way of life. Growing up in East Orange, New Jersey, she was surrounded by gospel harmonies, church performances, and a family deeply rooted in musical tradition. Her mother managed a respected gospel group, while her relatives carried their own musical talents, creating an environment rich with inspiration. From an early age, Dionne absorbed the rhythms and emotions of music, learning not only how to sing, but how to feel every note. Her childhood was shaped by discipline, faith, and creativity, all of which would later define her signature style. In a home filled with voices and purpose, she discovered that music was more than sound. It was a language of connection, one she would spend her life mastering and sharing with the world. Early steps towards stardom. Before fame found her, Dionne's journey began with quiet determination and steady work. While studying music, she took on opportunities as a background vocalist, lending her voice to recording sessions and learning the industry from the inside. It was during this time that she crossed paths with Burt Bacharach and Hal David, a partnership that would change everything. Together, they created songs that highlighted her unique tone, smooth, expressive, and deeply emotional. Her early recordings quickly captured attention, not because they were loud or flashy, but because they carried sincerity. Dionne had a way of making listeners feel understood, as if each lyric spoke directly to them. These early years were not just about building a career, but about discovering her artistic identity, one rooted in authenticity and emotional clarity. The rise of an icon. The 1960s marked a defining era for Dionne Warwick, as her music began to reach audiences around the world. Songs like Walk On By and I Say a Little Prayer became timeless classics, establishing her as one of the most recognizable voices of her generation. Her ability to blend elegance with emotion set her apart, allowing her to move effortlessly between pop and soul. Each performance carried a sense of intimacy, as though she were sharing a personal story rather than simply singing a song. Over time, her catalog grew, and so did her influence. She became not just a performer, but a cultural presence, someone whose music reflected the feelings of an entire era. Her success was not built overnight, but through consistency, dedication, and a deep understanding of her craft, evolution, and endurance. As the music industry changed, Dionne adapted while staying true to herself. In the 1970s and beyond, she continued to evolve, exploring new sounds and collaborating with different artists. Her work with Clive Davis helped introduce her to a new generation of listeners, proving that her voice could transcend time. She embraced change without losing the qualities that made her unique, maintaining a balance between innovation and tradition. This ability to grow while remaining authentic is one of the reasons her career has endured for decades. She showed that success is not just about reaching the top, but about staying there with grace and adaptability. Through every shift in the industry, she remained a steady presence, reminding audiences of the power of genuine artistry. Music with meaning. One of the most memorable moments in Dionne's career came with the song That's What Friends Are For, created alongside Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and Gladys Knight. What began as a collaboration grew into something much larger, a message of compassion and unity. The song raised awareness and support for important causes, showing that music could be a force for good. For Dionne, this was not an exception, but a reflection of her values. She has always believed that her voice carries responsibility, and she has used it to bring attention to issues that matter. Her work reminds us that art can inspire change, connecting people not just through melody, but through shared purpose and understanding, love, family, and personal growth. Beyond the stage, Dionne's life has been shaped by her roles as a partner and a mother. Her marriage to William Elliott was a chapter filled with both joy and challenge. Like many relationships, it required balance, patience, and understanding, especially under the pressures of public life. Though the marriage eventually ended, it brought two sons into her life, both of whom would carry forward the family's creative legacy. Motherhood became a grounding force, offering her a sense of purpose beyond her career. Through the ups and downs, she remained committed to her family, finding strength in the connections that mattered most. Her personal experiences added depth to her music, allowing her to express emotions that resonated with listeners on a deeper level. A life of influence and giving. Dionne Warwick's impact extends far beyond music. Over the years, she has dedicated herself to humanitarian efforts, using her platform to support causes related to health, equality, and community development. Her involvement with global initiatives reflects a belief that success should be shared. She has traveled, spoken, and contributed to efforts aimed at improving lives, demonstrating that influence can be used responsibly. This commitment to giving back has become an essential part of her legacy. She is not only remembered for her voice, but for her willingness to stand for something meaningful. In a world where fame can often feel disconnected from purpose, Dionne has shown that the two can coexist, creating a legacy that is both impactful and inspiring. A moment of reflection. In her later years, Dionne has taken time to reflect on the people who shaped her journey. Among them, Frank Sinatra stands out as someone who left a lasting impression. She has spoken about his presence, his confidence, and the way he connected with music on a deeply emotional level. For Dionne, his influence was not about comparison, but about inspiration. He represented a standard of artistry that she admired and learned from. Her reflections reveal a softer, more personal side of her story, one that reminds us that even the most accomplished individuals are shaped by those they encounter along the way. These moments of honesty add depth to her legacy, showing that growth often comes from recognizing and appreciating the greatness in others. The strength behind the voice. What defines Dionne Warwick is not just her success, but her resilience. Over decades, she has navigated changes in the industry, personal challenges, and the demands of public life with grace. Her journey has not been without difficulty, but she has faced each chapter with determination. This strength is reflected in her music, which continues to resonate with audiences of all ages. She has shown that longevity is not simply about talent, but about the ability to adapt, endure, and remain true to oneself. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance, reminding us that true greatness is built over time, through both triumphs and challenges. A legacy that lives on today, Dionne Warwick's legacy stands as a powerful reminder of what it means to live a life of purpose and passion. Her music continues to inspire, her story continues to resonate, and her influence continues to be felt across generations. She represents a bridge between eras, connecting the past with the present through her timeless artistry. More importantly, she embodies the idea that success is not just about achievement, but about impact. Through her voice, her actions, and her reflections, she has created a legacy that goes beyond charts and awards. It is a legacy of connection, resilience, and authenticity, one that will continue to inspire long after the final note fades.